Hello and welcome to our fresh new episode of Science Monitor, our weekly update on all that is happening in the field of science and technology in and around the country. From handheld water filters to soon-to-be real medicine-delivering drones, we have many exciting science stories in store for you today. But let us begin with the headlines. GSLV D6 carries the strategic communications satellite GSAT-6 to orbit. Nepal and India are yet to witness a major quake, warn researchers. Filters in your water bottle. Indian innovation win the Google Pitch Fest. From fiction to fact, drones delivering medicines soon to be a reality in India. In our In Focus segment today, we will discuss how antioxidants affect our health. And now news in details. After 77 satellites and many missions, ISRO has accomplished yet another feat. India's strategic communications satellite GSAT-6 has been put into space by the indigenously developed GSLV D6 satellite launcher. More in this report.
ISRO has once again proved itself. With the launch of India's latest strategic communications satellite GSAT-6 and the largest satellite antenna realized by ISRO. GSAT-6 communications satellite was launched into space using the indigenously developed geosynchronous satellite launch vehicle D6 or GSLV D6 at 4:52 p.m. on August 27 from Sriharikota in coastal Andhra Pradesh.
ये पहला कदम है. अभी last year January में पहला launch हुआ. Now next launch we have done. So this demonstrates that what happened on January was not a flash in the pan. So we do understand the intricacies of the various things. Now it is our job to make sure that we repeat it. See, because the more and more you repeat and then you succeed.
While the satellite has been launched successfully, it will be gradually moved and finally positioned over the country at 83 degrees east longitude in the coming days. The accomplishment of this mission is even more significant as the launch vehicle GSLV D6 is powered by the indigenously developed upper cryogenic stage, and the launch marks the fruition and regularization of India's 20-year-old GSLV program. The accomplishment of this mission is even more significant as the launch vehicle GSLV D6 is powered by the indigenously developed upper cryogenic stage, and the launch marks the fruition and regularization of India's 20-year-old GSLV program. The GSAT-6 satellite, designed for advanced communication and weighing 2,117 kilograms, is configured to try out novel technologies like the large unfurlable antenna of a diameter of 6 meters. GSAT-6 is the 25th geostationary communication satellite of India built by ISRO and the 12th in the GSAT series. According to reports, the mission life of GSAT-6 mission is 9 years and is designed to provide communication through 5 spot beams in S-band and a national beam in C-band for strategic users.
We all have witnessed with horror the massive destruction the earthquake that recently shook Nepal brought. While the world still recovers from the shock, scientists have issued a new warning. According to researchers studying the seismic belts of Himalayas, the quake was much smaller in intensity than expected, and Nepal and India need to gear up for a much larger quake in future. Let us see this report.
25th April 2015. Earth shook in Nepal, and thousands were rendered dead and homeless in a matter of seconds. While the Nepal quake has left the world in shock, scientists predict more devastating quakes to come. According to a recent research published in the journal Nature Geosciences, The quakes of April have not released all the pent-up pressure, and the world can expect a bigger quake in this region in the near future. Researchers observe that the stress that was building beneath the earth has now shifted towards western Nepal and stretches through the Gangetic plains of the northern India till north of Delhi. This new stress could now be adding to the tension that has been building up for over 5 centuries in the main Himalayan thrust fault. This added stress, along with the shallowness of the crust, might facilitate the rupture of these regions, hence placing west of Nepal and North India at an increased risk of a major earthquake. According to the experts, the seismic waves generated during April had lower frequency than expected, thus limiting the casualties. Seismic waves of high frequency could have caused greater damage in the area. While researchers keep a vigil over the possible signs, they accept that accurate prediction of earthquakes is nearly impossible in the current scenario. So, to minimize destruction, scientists lay more focus on safety standards like building lightweight and earthquake-resistant buildings in densely populated areas and conducting frequent mock drills to prepare the population living in high-risk zones.
Contaminated water, the most serious threat to our health. Clean and safe drinking water is a primary requisite which often gets less attention than it really deserves. But now, you may be able to convert your water bottle into a filter using a simple technique developed by the researchers of Indian Institute of Science. This water filter that can purify highly contaminated water instantly has been recognized even at the Google Pitch Fest.
Water, water everywhere, but not a drop to drink. This is the scenario in many parts of the world today. With water resources dwindling and available resources facing high degree of contamination, pure water has become a rare commodity. Answering this need is the handheld wastewater purifier from India. Developed by Dr. Sanjeev Sambandhan and his team from the Indian Institute of Science.
You just taken any source of water, sewage water or the water found in a puddle nearby, and you have a little hand crank or a solar cell which is enough to power this little bottle, and by just powering this bottle with a hand crank, a person can actually convert this poor source of water into clean drinking water, and that is what this technology kind of enables.
The innovative water filter can purify highly contaminated water with zero wastage of water. The filter, based on the membrane-less chemical-free technology, makes use of an electric field to polarize tiny impurities and cluster them into large lumps. These impure lumps can be then removed by low-cost meshes which can be cleaned and reused. What is more, the water filter can be handheld in a 1-liter water bottle and can use a solar cell to power it, as mere 100 megawatt of power is needed for purifying 1 liter of very poor quality water.
We are at a stage where we have got the proof of concept. We now have a system in our lab which performs filtration of 1 liter of water in 10 minutes, consuming only about 100 milliwatts of power. And right now we have the funds to run a pilot project which will be set up at the IAC sewage plant, and this pilot project is aimed at cleaning up about 500 liters of water an hour. And if this succeeds, then we really have a technology that can scale right from a water bottle all the way up to a community based system, and we hope that this will benefit the country.
While the team had earlier won the Gandhian Young Innovator Award in 2013 for building a blueprint of the filtration system on a printed circuit board that could purify 1 microliter water in a minute. This innovative handheld filter recently won the Google Pitch Fest in Zurich. The water filter is scalable from a handheld water bottle to a large community-based system and offers a new ray of hope for people with limited access to resources, such as in remote areas, those stuck in disaster-hit areas, and armies that usually operate in hostile conditions.
From highest and coldest mountains to driest deserts, India is a nation with many landscapes. This makes it difficult when natural disasters strike, and bad roads and remoteness of locations makes the most effective healthcare system fail in delivering to the victims. So, will drug delivering drones be a solution to this challenge? Let us see this report.
From eradication of smallpox and polio to telemedicine, India has come a long way in healthcare since independence. However, with a large population still dwelling in remote and inaccessible areas, where daily wages cannot afford to lose a day at hospital, providing healthcare becomes a challenge. The problem escalates when such remote areas are hit by natural calamities like flood. Now offering an innovative new solution to the challenge of making healthcare accessible to all, Indian Institute of Public Health, Hyderabad is testing drones that can carry medicines. The idea is to develop a collaborative system of cheap smartphones and drones to provide healthcare services to the public. This will allow patients to make a call to a toll-free number that can be geo-tagged to assess the patient's location to where medical help would be delivered through a drone. The Indian Institute of Public Health is conducting this research in collaboration with Japan's National Institute of Informatics. Currently, research is being carried out to address problems related to procurement of medicines, patients' blood samples, and diagnostic reports.
We want to find out how much the payload of the drones can actually benefit people. We are also trying to use the cameras on the drones to completely map what kind of medicines these drones will be carrying.
The researchers are also working with various drone manufacturers across the world to come up with a fast, efficient, and reliable way to transport medicines. While currently there is a government ban on using drones in India, which may be relaxed in future, the researchers are also focusing on technologies that will continuously monitor and map the drones to prevent their misuse. We can expect that once a reality, drones delivering healthcare will go a long way in saving millions of lives.
And now it is time to take a short break. We'll be right back. Keep watching Science Monitor. Welcome back. After the break, you're watching Science Monitor. Let us now have a look at some important science and technology activities happening in India and abroad in our next segment, Science Express.
India's nuclear program is devoted to social relevance and to peaceful purposes, and is second to none. The declaration was made by Jitendra Singh, Minister of State, Atomic Energy and Space. Jitendra Singh was speaking at the premier atomic energy plant in Kalpakkam.
What is unique about India's nuclear program is that this is a program which is specifically, particularly and primarily devoted to social relevance and to peaceful purposes.
Addressing a gathering of top scientists, Jitendra Singh stressed on the focus on international collaboration on nuclear reactors and fuel. India plans to gear up its nuclear energy capacity by a planned 14 times from 4,560 megawatts over the next 2 decades. With the aim of promoting science communication in the country, Indian Institute of Mass Communication in collaboration with Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change on 20th August conducted a media workshop on communicating science and biosafety in the capital. The event was a part of the series of media workshops that were previously organized across the country. The workshop, inaugurated by Mr. Suneet Tandon, Director General IIMC, was aimed at sensitizing the public to the issue of biosafety and providing a common platform for experts from various areas to put forward their ideas and suggestions. With the aim of promoting the use of solar energy in the country, a solar performance conference was conducted in the capital city of Delhi last Sunday. The event, organized by Incon with associates, was attended by experts from Solar Energy Corporation of India and researchers on solar energy. The conference saw extensive deliberations and discussions on solar energy and pertaining challenges. Taxonomists have rechristened the Asian paradise flycatcher as the Indian paradise flycatcher, following a new taxonomic assessment. Though the common name of the species has been modified, it will retain its scientific name Terpsiphone paradisi and remain the parent species. Scientists have also separated the subspecies found in Nicobars and named it Terpsiphone affinis nicobarica. The reclassification is a part of the updation of bird taxonomy list that happens every August. As a part of this process, purple swamp fen has also been reclassified and has been split into 6 species, while scaly thrush into 4 species and common buzzard has now got a new species. Catering to the needs of the physically challenged, a 16-year-old student, Nisant Kumar from Tamil Nadu, has developed a hands-free mouse.
This device is extremely cost-effective. I have developed it for only $20, and I really hope that this will help all those bright and amazing disabled people to use their talent and be able to use computers and find jobs.
The mouse, which can perform as efficiently as an optical mouse, is designed as a headgear and has an air-sensitive microphone. The movement of the headgear moves the mouse on the screen. The mouse clicks on the computer screen every time the operator blows on the microphone. The innovative mouse is affordable and costs only $20. As a major step towards preparing for future space missions, NASA recently conducted an underwater experiment. The experiment, called NASA Extreme Environment Mission Operation, or NEMO, was conducted at Florida International University's Aquarius Reef Base and aimed at testing new spaceflight tools and techniques for future space missions, which could ultimately help launch humans to Mars. The tests are being conducted underwater as water buoyancy helps simulate different levels of gravity from microgravity.
Most of our audience might remember in our last episode we saw that a group of Indian researchers have deciphered the link between Alzheimer's and antioxidants. Now, antioxidants are today a much familiar term which has become common in health-related discussions. But what are antioxidants and how do they affect human health? Well, this will be the topic of our discussion in our next segment, In Focus.
Antioxidants, a very common term that pops up in almost every discussion on health. As experts would agree, antioxidants are, without a doubt, an essential part of optimal health, as they are the molecules known to protect human system from a plethora of diseases by reversing the damage caused by free radicals. The billions of cells in our body are constantly under the threat of infection by parasites. Yet another is the threat from a dangerous group of molecules which experts call the free radicals. Discovered during a research to explain aging, free radicals are highly reactive metabolites that is naturally produced in the body as a result of normal metabolism and energy production. Free radicals are also produced during rigorous exercising that increases oxygen consumption by the body or in response to environmental stress such as cigarette smoke, air pollution, sunlight, chemicals present in drugs or inflammation. Free radicals are highly reactive. Lacking one or more electrons, they aggressively steal electrons from cellular molecules through a reaction called oxidation. Oxidation is called biological rusting as it badly damages the DNA and other cell structures. What is more, it creates a cascading effect where the molecules steal electrons from one another. Each one becomes a new free radical, triggering many disorders. Today, research traces over 60 human disorders to the overload of free radicals, most important being cancer, Alzheimer's, atherosclerosis, Parkinson's, rheumatism, and cataracts. The most recent research from India shows how the reduced levels of antioxidant glutathione in the brain trigger the onset of Alzheimer's. While the scenario looks bleak in presence of mighty free radicals, antioxidants can be the saviors. As the name suggests, antioxidants are molecules that inhibit the oxidation of other molecules. Antioxidants act as electron donors and provide their own electrons to feed the free radicals, without turning into free radicals themselves. Antioxidants are hence nature's shield that provides our cells with adequate defense against attack by free radicals. Since free radicals can attack either the watery contents of the body or the lipids, antioxidants also comes in two varieties. While water-soluble antioxidants like vitamin C, polyphenols and glutathione protects the aqueous fluids and cytosol, lipid-soluble antioxidants like vitamin A and E, carotenoids and lipoic acid protects the cellular membrane. Besides acting as a shield, antioxidants also help slow down the aging process, improves skin health, repair damaged molecules, expel toxic metals like mercury and arsenic from the body, increase immunity and even destroy cancerous cells. They are also known to play a key role in strengthening heart and nervous system and maintain normal blood pressure and insulin sensitivity. Some of the antioxidants are naturally produced by the body, like glutathione, alpha-lipoic acid, ubiquinone, etc., while the body obtains others like resveratrol, carotenoids, astaxanthin, vitamin E and C through the food we eat. There are some easy measures to ensure adequate antioxidants in the body. First and foremost is the diet. According to experts, fresh fruits and vegetables along with nuts and organic tea are the best sources of antioxidants. While grapes are rich in resveratrol, orange and carrots are rich in beta-carotenes, and tomatoes are rich in lycopene. Citrus fruits like lemons and oranges, fresh berries like blueberries, blackberries, cranberries and raspberries, and nuts like walnuts and hazelnuts are excellent antioxidant foods that can boost overall health. Organic green teas are known to be rich in epigallocatechin-3 gallate or EGCG, one of the most powerful antioxidants. Besides this, adequate exercise, avoiding smoking, reducing sugar intake, managing stress and getting through sleep are crucial for maintaining normal antioxidant levels in the body. With the realization that antioxidants are crucial to health, today there is a trend to indiscriminately pop up antioxidant health supplements. However, studies show that excess of antioxidant supplements may be harmful and may actually reverse the effects and increase the risk of cancers and strokes. Like some other dietary supplements, antioxidant supplements may also interact with certain medications. For example, vitamin E supplements may increase the risk of bleeding in people who are taking anticoagulant drugs. Research is divided over whether or not antioxidant supplements offer the same health benefits as antioxidants in food. Hence, while the effectiveness of antioxidants in general are known, it is recommended that we include a wide variety of fresh fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean meats and dairy products every day.
Well, that is all for this episode of Science Monitor. Do tell us how do you like our program. You can send your feedback and suggestions to us. Our email ID is news@vigyanprasar.gov.in. You can also write in to us at Vigyan Prasar C24, Qutub Institutional Area, New Delhi 110016. Well, that is all for today, but we'll be back with fresh news stories on science and technology again next week. Till then, stay tuned to Rajya Subha TV and think scientific. Bye-bye.